In this session, we are going to learn about joins. Till now, what we have seen is how we have understood how we can create tables, how we can insert some data in that table, how we can display the data from the tables as well with the help of select queries, and how we can update or alter the data and how we can delete the data. So that is has been something which is we have seen. Now we need to go to some advanced concepts where we wanted to understand how we can work with multiple tables. For that, we will understand the joins, which is what is joins and how these joins can be used, how what is a join operator, and understand the role of the primary key and foreign keys in join, and list different types of joins. When it comes to relational model database design or a diagram, uh, it is always necessary that it is just not, we are not just dealing with only one table. It is required to we need to work with multiple tables, but how we can join these multiple tables, because that is something which is we need to understand. For that, we need to understand this join operator, which will combine the rows from two or more tables, and based on the relationship, so this relationship is decided by the business. So every business has some relationship between each of them. That is what we need to understand, and based on this relationship, we basically build the relationship. So we do have this library example where we have this a simple diagram which have author list, book, and other tables, and these tables will be related to each other, and every table needs to interact with the other table. So that is something which is we need to understand, and this is as per business requirement. And for that, we need to make sure that this what are these joins which are between them, they are in a proper condition or proper way. For this, we do have a role of keys where primary key and foreign key are two important aspects. So primary key, as we understood, that it is a uniquely identifying each of the values in the table, and foreign key is something which is referring to primary key of another table. So that is something which we need to understand. And once we have this, like author is having author ID as a primary key, and author list table is having author ID as a foreign key, because this author ID is referring to the primary key of this author table. So in that case, what we can do, we can join these two tables with the author ID column. So author.author ID is something which is the column primary key, and author list dot either author ID is a foreign key. So that we need to understand, and these relationships we need to understand. Uh, and based on the business scenario or business relationships, we need to make sure that these relationships or joins we make. There are different types of joins which we need to understand. The first one is inner join. So when we join to two tables, then it gives the data that is matching between the two tables. So whenever we have inner join, whatever the matching data between the two tables, that will be taken. Otherwise, rest of the data will be disregarded. Outer join is something which is there are two types: left outer join, right outer join, where all data from left, when we specify left outer join, then all data from the left table and matching data from the right table will be retrieved. When we specify right outer join, then it all data from the right table and matching data from the left table, that will be retrieved. We are going to see this practically as well, and in summary, we have seen what are the relationship. So basically, primary key and foreign key we need to understand between the tables, and based on that, we need to join them. And for this, we need to have these joins, and then there are different joins that we have just seen. Inner join, left outer join, right outer join, and we are going to see this practically as well how we can implement this. I hope you like this, and I will see you in next session.